NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Black 20. Get that quarterback.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Lamb. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run on first down. Ballard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a give, right side. It's Ballard, and some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, son. Pistol. Switch. King. I got you.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On first down, Ballard, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Here we go. Like 5. You better be afraid of me.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie there to bat that one away. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
198. Watch 98. Regular. You must. Watch 98.
Throwing. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33. Done.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, alert 3. Check. Regular. Check. Alert.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
That, like 80.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Black and turn.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Steelers first down.
Mike.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
50. 180. Check it backer, check it backer. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Check three, check three. Real. He's checking.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
King. That's a what? Switch.
From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long King.
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over first
Play to win. Let's
at their own
go.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
180. Here we go. Hey, run. Share.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Up, up.
Even.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
He's crashed.
Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Real. Hurry.
I got motion.
Mayfield on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Pistol.
Watch 98. Watch 98.
Hey, dude.
Exit. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Alert.
Check 99. Check 99.
Point it right.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
1st down, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Take 4. Pistol.
One touch.
Now Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Browns.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
198. Watch 98.
Kings. Run.
Check 3. Bang.
Up.
Check 6 guys.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Kill.
Point it right. Hurry. Hey, alert 33.
Check nickel.
One touch.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Alert 3.
One touch.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the punt, they have a long way to go if they want to tie this football game.
And when you say a long way to go, you mean the full 99 yards backed up almost as far as you can be. And they also have to be aware that the defense is going to come after them. A lot of defense will blitz and attack in this situation, hoping to cause a little bit of havoc.
Check 48.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Show that bench release and go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, exit.
Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Roethlisberger now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Go.
44, Mike, 44.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Minka Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Set. 180. Hey, alert. Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Deuce. Under 10. 10.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check 43.
Hey, alert. General West.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave it open.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll run on first down. It's Ballard, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.